Fake court order prevented me from contesting Ohanaeze Ndido PG election, Ikwerre. And now to the news in full. Ikwerre, an aspirant for the position of President General of the Pan-Igbo Sociocultural Organization, made the disclosure while speaking with journalists recently after the election, explaining that the bogus court order was allegedly issued by the Enugu State High Court. Mike Ikwerre, a former Inspector General of Police, has revealed that a non-existing court order prevented him from partaking in the just concluded Ohanaeze Ndido presidential general election. Ikwerre, an aspirant for the position of President General of the Pan-Igbo Sociocultural Organization, made the disclosure while speaking with journalists recently after the election, explaining that the bogus court order was allegedly issued by the Enugu State High Court. And that is because this thing it is actually rotated. And it has rotated, it is not in your your state yet. If it gets to your state, maybe you should contest. But this time around, it is supposed to go to Rivers State, and it has gone to people in Rivers State. Even though those ones, so they are still doing shakara or that they are not Igbos or the Ikwerre people. But still, it is not your turn to conduct election and to win any election. He said the non-existent court order, which was circulated in some media outlets, became the basis for the election screening committee's decision to exclude him from the screening process, ultimately preventing his participation in the election. Because you are not meant to participate in the first place. You are not meant to participate in the first place. My attention was drawn to a media news where it was said that I was barred from the election into the post of President General of Ohanaeze Ndido by a court order issued at Enugu High Court. I engaged my lawyers to obtain a copy of the order process and proceed to vacate the said order. By the close of work on Wednesday, 8th of January 2025, the lawyer did not succeed due to a shortage of time, the former IGP narrated. He explained that on Thursday, January 9, that he had to address the press to inform them that he was stepping aside in compliance with the court's injunction to encourage Nigerians to be law-abiding and obey constituted authorities vis-a-vis the court. And it's good though that you abided by the Nigerian law, because you know that this thing, yes, it is supposed to be rotated. I don't know, you are not saying the state that you are from, but you know that this thing is supposed to go to the people of Rivers State, Ikwerre to be precise, just to make sure that everything is going seamlessly, like it's not subjected to just one state alone, so that they won't say, oh, it's only the people in Imo State that are always contesting for Ohanaeze Ndido, or only the people in Enugu State that are always contesting. People said you were going to rotate it, and it has been rotated. And they said it is the turn of the Rivers State people. And you're not from Rivers State, so why did you even contest in the first place? It's even not because you want to holler. You did not have to contest and come outside in the first place. He explained that on Thursday, January 9, that he had to address the press to inform them that he was stepping aside in compliance. Okay now. Ikwerre further explained that at the evening of that day, he went for screening based on the fact that his lawyer was still struggling to set aside the said order. Why did you go for screening? Why did you go for screening if it's not that you said you don't know what is wrong with you? You already know the constitution of your Ohanaeze Ndido. Except you are claiming you don't know. You already know that, okay, presidential, general president, it has to be rotated. And it is not the turn of your state. Just let it slide. And you're not going for screening. Screening for what? I beg. Based on the fact that his lawyer was still struggling to set aside the said order, that if he succeeds by Friday, he will take part in the election. The panel refused to screen me, basing their decision on the said court order. Now. Why did you go for screening in the first place when you heard what the court order has said? And if not that you are looking for wahala self in the first place, why? I submitted 2 copies of my press conference to the screening committee and left the premises, he further narrated. Okay. The retired police boss pointed out that when his lawyer eventually obtained the court proceeding after the election was concluded, it was revealed that there was no court order preventing him from participating in the election, contrary to what had been claimed. He explained that Justice N.R. Orji had merely granted the applicant's permission to serve the respondent. This Ohanaeze Ndido thing, I don't understand. Because I don't know why you are claiming that, oh, there was no law preventing you from participating in the election. Meanwhile, people have a constitution in Ohanaeze Ndido that every time it is time for election in Ohanaeze Ndido, it is going to be rotated. Because I read it that it is going to be rotated, and it was the turn of Rivers State people to be elected President General of Ohanaeze. So why are you from Rivers State, Michael Kiro? Because that is what I need to know now. If you are from Rivers State, then I'll say, okay, probably they cheated you. But I don't even know the state that you are from because you did not mention it here. If it is that one, if you are from Rivers State and from Ikwerre, then I'll say, okay, they cheated you out of the competition or whatever. But really, if you are not from Rivers State or Ikwerre local government, you don't have a right to be complaining at all. You don't have the right to be complaining at all. Okiro expressed disappointment that the court order he had complied with turned out to be a hoax. The former IGP said, by the close of work on Friday, January 10, my lawyer was able to obtain the court proceeding while the election had been concluded without me. There was no court order at all in the court proceeding. So why did you believe what you did not hear? They told you that the court order said, and you did not hear it with your ear by yourself, and you believed it. No court order barring me from the election. What the media showed the world was false, deceitful and misleading. I fell into it because I am law-abiding. They don't start. You are law-abiding. The fact as contained in the court process which my lawyer obtained from the High Court of Enugu State of Nigeria, presided over by Honorable Justice N.R. Oji, our comrade Chimenu Amadi filed a suit seeking the order of the court to bar me from the screening and from the election as the President General of Ohanaeze. The respondents were Ohanaeze and 5 others, including me. The lawyers were seeking for a court order in motion ex parte dated and filed on Monday, January 6, 2025. On Tuesday, January 7, 2025, the court sat and granted leave to the applicants to serve the respondents. 2 days were given to the applicants between service hearing of the motion of the notice by court. The motion was fixed for hearing on Friday, January 10, 2025. He further said he was trying to prevent falling short of the law as his focus has been on that order especially. Coming from constituted authority which must be obeyed, and because you are an IGP, you need to obey constituted authorities. But you should have heard it with your ear by yourself that says that, oh, Michael Kiro is prevented from conducting the election, is prevented from participating in the election. You did not hear it with your ear, you just believe them. That's just like that. I don't trust you. I do not know that the court order I saw in the press was a hoax. I obeyed and missed the election. The screening committee also denied me screening process based on the said court order, Okiro regretted. The former police boss is urging the police to invoke Section 125A of the Criminal Code Law to address the alleged criminality visited on him. This Ohanaeze Ndido thing, the wahala too much. Laptop charger say, Oga, keep quiet. You are complaining now, fighting for the leadership. Ikwerre people will begin to complain that Ido wants to dominate them. Confuse people, I'm telling you, because are you from Ikwerre? If you are not from Ikwerre, you don't have the right to be complaining. Because what are you complaining for? You know this thing is rotated. And so what is it? Chukwuemeka says, go and rest, sir. Go and rest, though, because I don't understand you again. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.